with the divine blessings of our founder chairman, Dr. Shanmuga Sundaram, and with the benevolent support from our Chancellor Sir and Director Ma'am, on behalf of the organizing team, RAFT 2022, I take the pleasure and privilege in welcoming you all for this National E-Conference on the theme of the need of the hour for the forensic medicine and toxicology in India towards Vision 2030. Jointly organized by the Department of Forensic Medicine from Arabadi Medical College and Hospital, a constituent college of Vinayaga Mission's Research Foundation VMRF, and Medical Legal Association of Puducherry, that is MLAP. And this national conference will enable us to explore all recent advancements in the field of forensic medicine and will also provide a forum for networking. We hope all participants will learn a lot today, and we have lined up for you to be fruitful and engaging. Once again, with immense pleasure, I welcome this galaxy of distinguished dignitaries, speakers, chairpersons for the inauguration of this virtual National E-Conference. To start with, let's have our invocation song. Like any other auspicious occasion, let's start this event with a tribute to the Almighty. For this, we have with us our beloved student, Ms. Srilakshmi Nair, the first year MBBS. And this is a benediction. This prayer is going to be a benediction composed in Sanskrit by the Paramacharya of Kanchi. It was rendered at the United Nations on the occasion of UN Day 1966 by Bharat Ratna Srimati M.S. Subbalakshmi. This song tells us how we should all live our lives in the short span we call the life. Cultivate friendship and humanity which will conquer the hearts of everyone. Look upon others as similar to yourself. Renounce war and forsake any unhealthy competitions. Forego any unrightful aggression or acquiring by force. Mother Earth aids all that we require. May all people attain all goodness. Over to you, Ms. Srilakshmi Nair.
Maitreem bhajata akhila hrijetri. Maitreem bhajata akhila hrijetri. Maitreem bhajata akhila hrijetri. Atmavadeva paranapi pashyata. Atmavadeva paranapi pashyata. Yuddham tyajata spardham tyajata. Yuddham tyajata spardham tyajata. Tyajata pareshat kramanat kramanam. Tyajata pareshat kramanat kramanam. Maitreem bhajata akhila hrijetri. Janani prithvi कामदुगास्ते. जननी पृथ्वी कामदुगास्ते. जनको देव सकल दयालु. जनको देव सकल दयालु. दाम्य दत्ता दयतुं जनता. दाम्य दत्ता दयतुं जनता. श्रेयोद्भूयात् सकल जनाना. श्रेयोद्भूयात् सकल जनाना. श्रेयोद्भूयात् सकल जनाना. श्रेयोद्भूयात् सकल जनाना.
Thank you, Srilakshmi. It was a wonderful performance. And to begin this occasion with, may I request Dr. James Rajesh, Associate Professor and HOD in charge of Department of Forensic Medicine in Arabadi Medical College and the organizing chairperson of this conference to deliver the welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Naveen. Respected dignitaries, esteemed speakers, respected chairpersons, distinguished delegates, dear colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen, a happy and a pleasant morning to one and all. With the divine blessings of our founder chairman, Dr. Shanmugasundaram, and the benevolence of our Chancellor, Dr. A.S. Ganesan, our Madam Chancellor, Dr. Anuradha Ganesan, on behalf of the management, staff, and organizing team of the RAFT 2022, I take privilege in delivering the welcome address. I am truly honored to welcome our chief guest for this inaugural program, Dr. Mukesh Yadav, Principal, Government Allopathic Medical College, Uttar Pradesh, and the General Secretary of Indian Academy of Forensic Medicine for gracing this occasion. We are humbled to have you here, sir. I am especially honored to welcome Dr. Anuradha Ganesan, Director, Vinayaga Missions Research Foundation, to this conference. We are humbled to have you here, ma'am. I also feel honored to welcome all our reputed speakers and chairpersons from all over the country and abroad. We are privileged and greatly thankful to have you all as a part of our conference. It's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Kusakumar Saha, Professor Forensic Medicine Toxicology and Professor of Examinations, JIPMER, and the President of Medico Legal Association, Pondicherry. Sir, we are really thankful for your support and guidance to conduct this conference under the auspices of MLAP. It's my honor to welcome our beloved Dean, Dr. P.F. Couture, who is our mentor, guide, and the constant pillar of support in all our endeavors, and without whom this conference would not have happened. I cordially welcome you, sir. I would also like to extend my heartfelt welcome to our insightful, ever enthusiastic researcher, Director Medical Research, Dr. B. Vishnubhat. Warm welcome, sir. I would like to extend my welcome to our inspirational and ever dynamic Dean, Health Professions Education, Dr. V. N. Mahalakshmi. I welcome you, ma'am. It's my pleasure to welcome our Medical Superintendent, Dr. Jai Singh, who renders supporting hands to all of us. Welcome, sir. I also welcome our Vice Principal, Dr. Rajan, who always encourages us and steers us towards accomplishments. I welcome you, sir. I would also like to welcome our Deputy Medical Superintendents, Dr. Deepa and Dr. Jayakumar. I would like to welcome our Vice Principal, Student Affairs, Dr. Arunachalam. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, sir. I also extend a heartfelt welcome to all the delegates of this conference. I also extend a warm welcome to all the head of the institutions, head of the departments, faculty members, postgraduates, and undergraduate students. Once again, I extend a very warm welcome to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, we are pleased to have Dr. Aarti, who is an Assistant Professor of Department of Forensic Medicine in AVMC and also the Organizing Joint Secretary of RAFT 2022, to elaborate on the theme of the conference. Up to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Naveen. The theme of the conference, the need of the hour for forensic medicine and toxicology in India towards Vision 2030. So we are on the second step towards this decade. Crime rates are dependent on successful prosecution, which in turn depends on the personnel involved in the investigation. Today, it's unfortunate when reports come out saying that the national conviction rate for IPC cases is 40%, and for sexual offenses, it's about 18.9%. And the successful rate for CBI, one of the top investigating agencies, is 65 to 70%, which is still low when expected for its bar. There are many reasons for this low convictions, including lack of public awareness, failure of reporting, hostility of the witness, and these all indicate that there is a fall in the trust towards the system to prosecute. But it becomes alarming when reported crimes are not handled properly owing to the lack of standard of investigations, limited or non-availability of either skilled persons or appropriate infrastructure. So this vision, the vision which will reduce the chaos, grieving, frustrated society due to the crimes, this vision is to go towards having a vision for forensic expert to reach the nook and corner of the country and to have a skilled and passionate expert. The vision here is here to have not just an expert or the modernized technology, but as I said, is to create awareness and to use technologies to bridge the gap between the needed forensic expert and the placement of forensic expert and to protect the righteousness of forensic expert. Now, what do I mean by righteousness here is the ability of the expert to give opinions free of being biased or coerced. And the next thing is the skill. The skill right now is addressed by many institutions across the country, either in the form of training and by introducing multiple subspecialties. And today, I'm happy and proud to say that in our conference, we are indeed calling specialists and experts from various fields. Last but not the least, our vision can be achieved only with passion. And this passion is not just a passion for forensic medicine. Passion cannot be pushed in. Its passion is kindled, right? So to kindle the passion, all that is required is the culture medium. The medium is not about modernization. The medium is not about like, having the Sherlock Holmes kind of technologies, but the medium is where we create a resource to help each other, to have a support for each other, to pat each other's back when we do good and pat each other's back when we do wrong, and to say it's okay and let's move forward, to protect each other and to move happily towards our vision in decreasing the crime rates and protecting the society. So with this all, I again welcome you all to this 2 days of adventure trip to the world of forensic medicine. And last but not the least, let's not forget what Dr. Spitz always tells us. At each steps of our understanding of medicine, particularly forensic medicine, there's a potential site for therapeutic intervention also. And there's also a potential opportunity to develop techniques of forensic interest. So let's take this medium forward. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. That was an inspiring speech. And next, I humbly request our retained sir, Dr. P.F. Katur, who was a pillar of support in all our ventures in organizing this conference, to deliver the presidential address. Up to you, sir.
A very good morning to one and all over here on this bright morning here at Pondicherry. This day will be remembered forever. It will be green in our memories in the history of AVMC because of 1 or 2 reasons I can justify. It's a first ever national conference of forensic medicine that were organized here, and I'm excited to learn that the resource persons and the participants are from 10 different states of the country. I'm very happy to, very proud as well, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Delhi, Punjab, Maharashtra, Kerala, and our chief guest, Dr. Mukesh Yadav, a distinguished personality who has been the dean in several medical colleges of UP. And of course, apart from being a forensic specialist, he is also a hospital administrator, he is a lawyer, and I was excited to learn about him. And we have the president of Kusmakar Shah, who is the president of the MLAP, that is a Medical Legal Association of Pondicherry. So that I said, this day will be remembered forever, organized by the 2 young faculty of the mini department of AVMC. They have ventured, really, in the words of Aarti, I must say it was a really adventure, and which is certainly very proudly to be remembered. And I take this opportunity of welcoming all the participants and all the resource persons on behalf of our Honorable Chancellor, who, but for his busy schedule, could not be here. Of course, we have the graceful presence of Madam Chancellor, Dr. Anuradha Ganeshan, who herself is a medical doctor and who is the pillar of AVMC for anything and everything over here that is happening. So I welcome our Honorable Chancellor, Madam, especially for this conference. And and of course, my colleagues, Dr. Bhatt, Dr. Mahalakshmi, Dr. Jai Singh, Vice Principals, Arunachalam, Rajan, and many more who have been instrumental. Since this being a small department, we have an organizing committee involving all the members of the faculty of various medical colleges, medical departments in the medical college. So that's how. Now, one interesting information I like to share, I was just browsing, as when was this forensic medicine started? And many of you might be knowing, especially the forensic medicine specialist, dating back to more than 2000 years back, when Julius Caesar was slain, or he was a kind of a murderer. First, the jurisprudence specialist that time recorded 23 wounds, out of which 1 was fatal. This is the record, first ever record of any account of any forensic record. This is, you must have seen our time-tested book, Modi book. We remember when we used to read, in the footnote it is there. So that's one thing I can remember very distinctly of that. And the multiple roles outside the four walls of the college or anything. The forensic specialist is a physician, first of all. He is a coroner, he is a pathologist, he is a medical specialist, goes to court. So multifaceted personality he is playing. And apart from this going out of the four walls of the room, the medical specialist, it has expanded exponentially. For the education, even the research in the field of forensic medicine, and the specialty, super specialty, they're all coming out. So I am sure this platform, virtual platform provided by Arapati Medical College will be certainly usefully beneficial, and fruitful deliberation shall happen in the next 2 days, sorry, and all these participants will be benefited. I'll be failing in my duty if I don't pay tribute to the founder chancellor, late Dr. A. Shanmugh Sundaram, but for whom this institution, group of institutions, VMRF, Vinayak Mission Foundation, would not have existed, AVMC would not have existed. It is our tribute. He must be feeling happy in the heaven that the national conference is being held over here in his the vision, in his dream college of AVMC. So with these few words, I once again am privileged and welcome you all for this wonderful event of RAFT. Thank you, gentlemen, for your patient hearing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your encouraging words. Next, we have now I earnestly request our Dean HP ma'am, Dr. B.N. Mahalashmi, to deliver the felicitation address. Up to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Naveen. Good morning, everyone. Nice to meet all in a virtual platform. And in the beginning, I would like to extend my best wishes to the organizing team, Dr. James, Dr. Aarti, Dr. Naveen, and others for this virtual conference. And this topic of this particular conference got me thinking, reformation and advancement. So I was just thinking what reformation means to us in education, or how we can take this message forward. Then one particular quote comes to my mind, that reformation is just not contemplation, it actually is followed by action. I hope that the deliberations in this conference just not are an intellectual exercise for us, that we come and we discuss with other similar minded professionals and exchange our views, but take messages from this particular theme and deliberations and implement it for improvement of education in our own fields, in our own departments, in our own institutions. So with these few words, I wish the organizers best wishes for today's and tomorrow's function. Good luck to you all. Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And now I kindly request our Director of Research, Dr. B. Vishnubhat, sir, to deliver the felicitation address. Sir, up to you, sir.
Dr. Mukesh Yadav, General Secretary of Indian Academy of Forensic Medicine, and also the chief guest for the day, Madam Anuradha Ganesan, Director and Madam Chancellor of VMRF, Dr. Saha, who is Professor of Forensic Medicine at JIPMER, and also President of Medico-Legal Association of Pondicherry, Dr. Kotur, Dean AVMC, Dr. Mahalakshmi, Dean HPE, Dr. Guna Jaya Singh, our Medical Superintendent, Vice Chancellor, Vice Principals, Dr. Rajan and Dr. Arunachalam, all resource persons, organizing secretary and president and secretary, and delegates from all over the country. It's a pleasant occasion that Forensic Medicine Department of AVMC has ventured to conduct this national conference. They have included not only various speakers, but various aspects of forensic medicine in relation to reformation and also advancement in both forensic medicine and toxicology. It is an important subject because crime and reduction of crime and living in a society without crime are important. All of us dream that we should live in a country of our society in harmony and without crimes. But that is our dream. Always the dream does not get fulfilled. So always there will be a break in that dream. So the forensic medicine is very important because unless the wrongdoing is punished, it actually makes others to do wrong things more. So if punishment is a deterrent, and it should take place. Of course, wrong people should not be punished. That is also equally important. So in this direction, the research and advancement probably will help in looking at the crime scene and the crime people at the right perspective, and it will help in the future delivery of our legal actions. So without taking much of your time, I wish the conference all best. And next 2 days, I'm sure that various topics which will be covered will help all you to gain more knowledge. Not only that, those who have done some research work will also be presenting their papers, which will be a learning experience for others. My best wishes to all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind words. And next, hereby I would like to invite Dr. Kosakumar Saha, the President of Medical Legal Association of Puducherry, to address the gathering. Up to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Respected Chancellor and Director of AVMC, and respected Dr. Vishnuvat sir, Director Medical Research, Dr. Mahalakshmi, Dean HPE, Dr. Katur, Dean AVMC, Dr. Mukesh Yadav, General Secretary IAFM, and Dr. Rajesh, Organic Chairman for the RAFT 2022. I feel greatly honored to address this erudite London gathering of all the respected people who assembled here at this virtual national conference platform, have the interest of the profession uppermost in their minds and are erudite to dispense in their minds and are erudite to dispense the objectives thereto with commitment and credibility alike. The scope and relevance of the medical profession has been paramount for mankind for wide and varied regions and will continue to be so until eternity. It is for this very reason that the concern and the challenges that confront it need to be addressed in the nick of time so that its relevance in terms of catering to mankind remain unbridled and uncompromised. With the rapid technological development, there are many advances in the medical field that need to be considered and discussed. In the wake of this 2 days conference, we are proposing to discuss the recent advance and also to review the existing concepts. This 2-day academic feast will be attended by a conglomeration of forensic experts, medical practitioners, law enforcement authorities, forensic scientists, and experts from the judiciary. As a medical legal consultant, I am aware of the difficulties confronted by the medical professionals while tackling the medical legal problems, and hence such conference will be of great help to the medical professions at large and to our state in particular. Like in most areas of science, rapid advancement in technology has also taken the forensic medicine and toxicology to its height. I am happy to note that the prestigious AVMC is conducting this virtual national conference 2022 to help update the delegates with the new topics and discoveries in the field. It is vital for our medical professionals to be keenly aware of the legal masquerades in medical practice, and this theme at the conference would serve as a wake-up call to many such. A topic is never limited by the limits of time. They are of perennial daily importance. RFT 2022 has such a galaxy of resources, persons, and active participants. I am sure this endeavor is praiseworthy because it will immensely benefit many people. As the President of Medical Legal Association Pondicherry, I wish to congratulate the organizing team for this great event. I wish all of them the best of the success that they expect to meet. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And before we move to the next part, I would request all our delegates and dignitaries to kindly turn on your videos on virtual group photo. I repeat, kindly, all delegates and dignitaries, please turn on your videos for an virtual group photo.
And a smile, please. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Hope we cherish this forever. And next, I would like to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Mukesh Yadav, who is currently working as principal in Rani Durgavati Medical College and General Secretary of Indian Academy of Forensic Medicine, to deliver the chief guest address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to congratulate the organizing team under leadership of Dr. Rajesh J. James, Dr. Aarti, and others to organize this national virtual conference in a short span of time. In spite of that, whole team or even institution, they got infected by COVID. And a theme chosen by the organizing team is again a very important, because as we all know, law and medicine both are dynamic in nature. They are changing with time and demand of the democratic public. On behalf of Indian Academy of Forensic Medicine, as we all know, it is the largest forensic medicine expert organization of India. Since inception in 1972, we are organizing a Golden Jubilee Year conference in the Lucknow. So I again invite those who have not registered for that. We are hosting this conference in the Lucknow, capital of the Uttar Pradesh. Regarding this support by your patron, Dr. A.S. Ganeshan, Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Anuradha Ganeshan, Director BMRF, patron Mr. Suresh Samuel, Dean Dr. P.F. Kotur, Dr. B.N. Mahalakshmi, Dean HP AVMC, Dr. V. Vishnu Bhatt, Director Medical Research, Dr. Kush Kumar Shah, President, Indian Academy, Member, Indian Academy of Forensic Medicine, and President, Medical Legal Association of Puducherry. Dr. Aarti, I think you are organizing secretary and doing very well, communicating with everyone. Again, I welcome on behalf of myself and IFM, all the delegates who are participating in this conference and presenting their scientific paper, all the learned guest speakers, chairpersons from India as well as abroad, and this digital world through which we different parts are connected. That is also part of reformation and advancement in forensic medicine. Recently, when I read the budget presented in 2022 by the central government, there is a provision especially for this advancement. There is a provision for e-courts. There is a provision of e-police. There is a provision for e-forensic even. 300 crore budget has been allocated. That means our voice has been heard. And recently we are going for election in UP. And one of the main agenda for this election is law and order. Because security of everybody, whether individual citizen or any industrialist, if they want to invest, the whole economy depends upon that perception of the public and investor, whether their money is secured or not. In this way, quality of investigation play a great role in conviction as well as preventing those who are wrongly framed as alleged accused. As Dr. Aarti already explained the statistics in India based upon different sources, the conviction rate depends upon, at least in investigation, on medical evidence. And medical evidence in the form of maybe postmortem report, maybe injury report, or any medical legal issue. And where our specialty play a very great role. So not only this forensic pathology, but when you go to the definition of the forensic medicine, where application of medical knowledge to aid in the administration of justice. Here, criminal justice system of the whole country come into picture, where our role as a forensic pathologist is very important. And we are trying to fulfill that gap in knowledge. And from time to time, we are offering our suggestion. Recently, we formed a committee on the recommendation of General Body of Indian Academy of Forensic Medicine to submit a recommendation on reformation of criminal justice system by amendment in section 174 CRPC, where we are governed by the rule of law to hold postmortem. So with these words, again, I congratulate Dr. Rajesh, Dr. Aarti, and the whole team for organizing this wonderful conference, inviting different learned speakers, not only from India, but from different part of different states of India and abroad also, so that we can share our experience, because the life is too short to learn from our own mistake or our own research and experience. Many law, they are amended from time to time, and they when become part of the textbook, it will take time. Say for example, recently Consumer Protection Act 2019 has been amended. Many persons are not aware of that. MTP Act 2021 has been amended, not aware. Again, Surrogacy Act or IVF Act, DNA bill is pending. So these are some of the future topics for discussion where we can deliberate by organizing such type of conferences. So my request to all the delegates and all potential organizers, kindly organize these conferences time to time so that we can share and contribute our part in the development of the nation in the form of saving and giving a perception to the public. They are safe, their life are safe, and whenever there is any crime, we are there to help them. Thank you very much to one and all.
Thank you, sir. We sincerely thank you for taking out time from your busy schedule to share your valuable insights. As you said, technology has made the world so small. Thank you, sir. And next, with the concerted efforts of the organizing team, what we are going to visualize as e-souvenir now. In this context, I request our Honorable Director of BMRF, Dr. Anuradha Ganeshan, ma'am, to release a souvenir and deliver our felicitation address.
Thank you, Naveen. It gives me immense pleasure to take part in today's event, a national conference in the theme Reformation and Advancement of Forensic Medicine and Toxicology, organized by the Forensic Department of AVMC. As a remembrance of this event, the department has come out with a souvenir. I'm delighted to release the souvenir.
Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am. This is our souvenir where we went up with our office bearers, and then about our theme, followed by our program schedule. We are happy to announce that we have got 316 registration as of yesterday, and we have got the presentations from undergraduates, postgraduates, and faculties for both oral and poster presentations. It's about our Department of Forensic Medicine, and I'm interested in showing the pictures where we have a lot of skulls being examined. we are happy to say indeed, it's one of the institutions with good collections of skull, both male and female sets being in equal distribution. The messages from our Honorable Chancellor, Director, Dr. Anuradha, Madam Chancellor. Ma'am, I'm happy to see you today. From Mr. Suresh Samuel, our Dean, Dr. Vishnubhat, Director of Medical Research, Dr. Mahalakshmi, Dean HPE, Dr. Jai Singh, and from our Vice Principal and Vice Principal Student Affairs, Deputy Medical Superintendents, and from our President of Medical Legal Association of Puducherry, Dr. Kusha Kumar Saha, our Vice President, Dr. Fremingston Marak, and our General Secretary, Dr. Sitalal Rathore, and from our Organizing State Chairman, Dr. James. And then we have our invited talks, Dr. Mukesh on reformation in criminal justice system in India by the amendments in section 174 CRPC. And following it, the rest of the talks, I wouldn't be taking your time in reading out the talks and other things. And following this, we have all the abstracts that are submitted to us in the forms of papers and in the form of poster. So over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Aarti. So good morning once again. Respected Dean Dr. Kotur, eminent chief guest of today's program, Dr. Mukesh Yadav, the General Secretary of Indian Academy of Forensic Medicine, who has rightly emphasized the need for forensic medicine in the safety and security of our country. And our esteemed speakers of today's conference, friends from the medical fraternity, faculty, and dear students. So I warmly welcome all the participants from different parts of the world who have come together in this platform to exchange their experiences and their work. I welcome the office bearers of IAFM and MLAP. I extend my greetings to all of you on behalf of the management of Vinayaga Missions Research Foundation. This conference provides an opportunity for meeting of international researchers, scientists, and forensic and toxicology specialists in various research and developmental fields. I congratulate our Dean, Dr. Kotur, our Dean HP, Dr. V.N. Mahalakshmi, our Director of Medical Research, Dr. Vishnubhat, and the team, the organizing chairperson, Dr. J. James Rajesh, the head of the Department of Forensic Medicine and Toxicology, Dr. Aarti, Assistant Professor of Forensic Medicine. I congratulate all of you for this wonderful conference, and under the auspices of Dr. Kusa Kumar Saha, the President MLAP, Dr. Sitalal Narayan Rathore, General Secretary, MLAP, Dr. Fremingston Marak, Vice President, and the other galaxy of speakers who have gathered here to interact and exchange their views and expertise for the benefit of all the participants. Forensic medicine, we all know, is the application of medical scientific knowledge to various branches of law, both civil and criminal. The origin of forensic medicine as a separate branch of medicine in India dates back to 1845, when the first chair in medical jurisprudence was established in Calcutta Medical College. This was the first attempt at teaching forensic medicine in medical colleges in India. Over the years, forensic medical training has gained importance in the undergraduate medical curriculum. Postgraduate courses in forensic medicine have also evolved and are available across the medical colleges in the country. In the recent past, various professional bodies related to forensic medicine have been established in India, like the Indian Association of Forensic Medicine and Medical Legal Association of Puducherry. These organizations have ignited the spirit of advancing the subject at various levels. Like any other branch of medicine, there has been a resurgence of interest in conduct of research in the field of forensic medicine, and evolution of other specialties like forensic emergency medicine, forensic pathology, etc. Valid guidelines for the application of knowledge of forensic medicine has been defined. This conference provides an insight at all these areas and on the international standards followed in the field and help us review the Indian scenario. The theme of this conference, the need of the hour for forensic medicine and toxicology in India towards Vision 2030, is quite appropriate and relevant in the present day context. As a management, we are looking forward to this year with a lot of anticipation and ideas. AVMC is committed and strives to excel in the areas of academic research, research excellence, clinical excellence, and digital transformation. I'm confident that with its commitment to excellence, AVMC will achieve more heights in future with regard to healthcare and efficient medical practices. The Kural says, Tottanai Thurum Manarkeni, Mandarku Katranai Thurum Arivu. Water will flow from a well in the sand in proportion to the depth to which it is dug, and knowledge will flow from a man in proportion to his learning. I'm quite confident that the deliberations in the conference will throw more light on the complex issues involved in modern day forensic science and related issues. I appreciate the dedication and efforts of innumerable people who started working on the preparations in many ways and to release a souvenir and to make this conference a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. We are very privileged to have you on this inaugural session. Thank you, ma'am. Next, gratitude is a powerful catalyst of happiness. And now again, request Dr. Aarti, the organizing secretary of RAFT, to deliver the vote of thanks. Up to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Navi. As James Allen says, no duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks, right? So first and foremost, I would like to thank our chief guest today, Dr. Mukesh Yadav. Sir is a very accessible person. So for those undergraduates and postgraduates who have been here, so one of our aim is to connect people. And after my post-graduation, I did call Sir. So you can always call Sir with ease, and he's a very comfortable person to talk with. So thank you, Sir, for being here today. And thank you for, you're preparing for a national conference and you have found time for us. Thank you again. So, two people, small department, but still the management trusted us to go ahead with this national conference. So thanks to the management of VMRF, our Chancellor, Dr. Ganeshan, and our Director, Dr. Anuradha Ganeshan, and our board of members. Professor P.F. Kotur, who tuned us and made it into a smooth run. We were like rough and tough, and he made sure that the ball runs smooth. Thank you, sir, for doing that. And next, our MLAP President, Dr. Kusha Kumar Saha, Vice President, Dr. Flemington Marak, and General Secretary, Dr. Sitalal Rathod. Thank you for collaborating with us and extending supports when and ever needed. Thanks to our Dean Health Profession Education, Dr. V.N. Mahalakshmi. Despite the knack, every time we poked in, she did find time to accommodate us and to make sure that things go smooth. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for supporting us. I would also extend our thanks to our medical superintendent, Dr. Jai Singh, to our deputy medical superintendents, Dr. Deepa and Dr. Jai Kumar, our vice principal, Dr. Rajan, because he's the one who is like, sir, we have to distribute it everywhere. Like he was there and he just says like, okay, relax, we'll make sure that it goes. Our vice principal, student affairs, thank you all for supporting us today and being here with us. I'd be failing in my duty if I don't thank all those who have worked behind the screen also. So thanks to Mr. George for giving us a nice brochure, the souvenir and everything. And we have a new JR who we might not have seen in the office bearing, but he has joined in the last movement, Dr. Mukhilan, and he has been very supportive. And we are going to have a feast today because of him. Thank you. And thank you to all the other faculties from other departments who are here and pushed us and made sure that things go wrong. Thanks to Dr. Manju, Dr. Vignesh, and every other one. And I'm sorry if I fail in thanking anyone, but for being there and giving your valuable inputs. And the program is success not because of one or two person. And as Dean says, it's the team that takes a conference or any field for that matter ahead. So thank you all, and thanks to the delegates and participants. Though it's a word of thanks, I request you all to continue on and carry on the journey with us for the next 2 days. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. And now we have come to the end of our inaugural program. Let's all rise for the national anthem. Thank you.
जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्ज्वल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
जय जय हे. Thank you, everyone. And now it's time for all the delegates to sit back and enjoy the scientific fest followed by, and stay tuned online, and the scientific session will follow. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all the dignitaries and delegates.